Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Hee-hee-hee-ha. Hee-hee-hee-ha. Yo, it's Gemini season. Hashtag that. Look it up.
Yes.
June 11th.
May 26th.
I'm feeling the great energy. Yo, for real. So it's June 11th. You're May 26th birthday-wise, right?
Yes.
I'm June 5th. And Gemini season is in effect. We had to hit with the red lights because it gets kind of spicy when they talk to us. You know, man, I don't like when they talk to us spicy. I like to be, talk to me direct.
Talk to me nice, man.
Shut your fucking mouth. All right. Louie Tha Profit is here.
Yes.
This is Living Envious Styles. And as always off to the top of the dome, but getting to know people, creatives, and such. So what's going on today, man?
What's good, man? I'm happy to be here. We just, did a dope freestyle.
Yeah, we did.
Hold up.
And people gonna listen to it or whatever. So Louie Tha Profit, what was your first rap name? Was that always Louie Tha Profit?
Yeah, it was Profit at first, and then
initially it was Profit.
Yeah, and then I added the Louie.
It wasn't no like Funky Ice or whatever, something like the motherfuckers like, what the fuck, like why'd you name yourself that shit? Like,
nah.
So it was always legit.
But it was Profit first.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you spelled it correctly?
I didn't. I spelled it like profit for money, and then I came up with
you came up with
Louie. Then I came up with Louie Tha Profit, and then I made it make sense in my head.
So is there profit in the message?
It's always profit in the message.
There's always profit in the message, and you think that
it should always be profit, for your passion as well. So that's
correct.
Where it came from.
Do you think that the message is important right now in music?
I always feel like the message is important. The top artist in the game is always going to be a lyricist, somebody has substance. It's never going to be a trend. Like, it's always going to be like a Hove or a J. Cole or Kendrick that's at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to connect to real music, like things that they're experiencing in their everyday life. Niggas ain't turned up and on the 42 every day of the week.
If you can afford that lifestyle, you're not gonna last too long. That's not what life is about. Life is about doing, other things. You can
appreciate
create,
all of that, though.
Of course, like that comes, we're both family, man. We go out with our families. We have dinners and brunches and park walks or whatever. Like, we enjoy life, but ultimately, like, if that's all you're focused on, that's not really what life, hip hop, or anything is about.
Exactly. I don't know if niggas is listening to that at 9 a.m. on their train ride to work.
It's funny you say that because I was talking earlier with Steele and Brooke and yourself about the top 200. Did you see that list? Did you agree with the list? Did you see anything? No?
Nah, I didn't see it.
So I'm gonna pull it up. But the majority of the list, you had maybe like Cardi B at 16. There was a lot of people throwing shots at the list and saying like really, like, what was it really about? Was it about culture? Was it about sales and impact in hip hop and stuff like that? And a lot of people chimed in, like Meek Mills, West Side Gun. West Side Gun.
It's got to be about longevity, though. It's got to be
right
about would you listen to this album 10 years from now? If it ain't timeless, then it's.
That was always my thing. I always tell people I was like, if you were on an island, what's one album that you know for a fact that, like, for instance, what's one album that you think that you know for a fact that if you was on an island, desolate, fucking, you're trying to do whatever, but you listening to this shit every motherfucking day. One album. Yeah.
Shit.
Could be
That's
anything.
A tough fucking question.
It could be anything.
J. Cole, Forest Hills Drive. I can listen to that. That's my
continuously.
Shit. Yeah, I can listen to that continuously.
Okay. And why is that? It just it resonates with you.
I love the album. It's a great body of work. Cole's one of my favorite rappers. It's just great music.
So what to you makes great music?
Substance. Definitely tone. I'm a fan of voices. You know what I'm saying, if you sound dope on a record, that's fire to me. I like rhyme schemes. I like song structure, experimenting with your voice. Like, all of those components make a great artist and a great album. And just, bringing in dope producers and just experimenting and having fun with the music.
How important is it for a producer and an artist to have a connection?
That's extremely important. Like, I'm working on that right now. So I've been working on this album for a few months with the homie Optics and my boy Mean Joe Scheme. And I feel like this is the first time I'm actually being produced. So it's like a whole different aspect. Like, you know, producers normally send me beats and shit like that, but I've never been produced on this level. So, like, I'll come into the spot that have some vinyl spinning and shit. We'll be listening. Joe may have like an idea for a chorus or some shit like that. Like, yo, what do you think about this concept? And then I can write from that perspective.
Okay, so you're actually creating, not just like coming in there like
exactly
just putting things together. Like,
or they'll tell me to like, yo, try doing this with your voice, shit like that. You feel me? Like all of that really, I think, brings the best out of an artist, and just trying different shit. Like I feel like a producer and a rapper, you always need that together. Like
it's communication.
You got 40 and Drake, you got fucking Puff and Big, even though Puff is not like hands-on in the production wise, but he did bring
the overseeing.
He did bring Big the Juicy record. You feel me? That's something that I know Big probably wouldn't have chose on his own.
Right.
He probably was looking at Puff like, what the fuck is this?
You always need that extra, like, that notch.
Exactly.
And lastly, before anything, where can people find you? Where can, they tap into your music, any videos, where, social media wise?
Most def. You can find me at Louie Tha Profit. That's LouieThaProfit. You can find me on all platforms, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you stream music. IG, Twitter, all of that is the same, Louie Tha Profit. I just dropped a new album last year titled Born to Win. I got a new single out right now, Back to the Streets. Yeah, definitely should check that out because the shit is fire. My boy Brad got heat. He gonna talk to the people, but freelance we here. Legend made Brad in the building. Far Rock we here.
Most definitely. And lastly, any inspiring words that you want to get to the audience?
Inspiring words. I would say, trust your process, take your time, believe in yourself, and if you've been wanting to do something for a while, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't second guess it. Go for yours and keep striving, You're going to make mistakes along the way, but that's part of the learning lesson. You just got to power through and keep going.
Power through. Keep on going. Power through that shit.
Hell yeah.
That's just like a power driver.
Know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go.
Because if it's in your way, it's not in mine.
Exactly.
Now this is Living Envious Styles. Ah! Hey, you want to hear a joke? I just wrote it right now. Should I even read it? So no, seriously. So I asked for a chopped cheese, and the Ak literally gave me chopped cheese. No bread, no meat. Ladies and gentlemen, keep all feet, arms, legs in the compartment at all times. You're now riding on the razor's edge. Living Envious Styles forever. Living Envious Styles. Far Rockaway, Queens, New York. Louie Tha Profit. That's the Prophet. Clear the way.
Yeah, man. Gemini season. Yeah. It's monumental why I go mental on instrumentals. I've been a goat on the moves I'm making is instrumental. The ones before us, y'all open doors, they can't ignore us. I make a course, a salary, rapping casually. A casualty when I'm channeling inner energy. It's too much dick riding in politics in this industry. I'm flabbergasted when they rapping fast and screaming loud. Speakers loud, vocals peaking. You hope the label's peaking. Y'all swear the prophet preaching like this the gospel deacon. She grabbed my waist like Louie, put the deacon. I'm just playing, maybe not. They be on my jock a lot, more than not. Know some people wanna watch. Time coming, TikTok. Watch them dance around the subject. Dub next, trying to stay close just in case you blow. Y'all need some H2O and a place to go. Cause it's my house here. Ain't no doubt, no fear. What we bout, be clear. I'm in a constant state of gratitude. Got no time for attitudes or iffy behavior. Look at your face here. I'm telling you good news. And look at your face screw. Well, I'm in a great mood.
Cut that bitch off!